Inspiration, Jamaican youth shaping the world with a vision and purpose, recognizing our boys and girls.
Throughout history, it has been the inaction of those who could have acted, the indifference of those who should have known better, the silence of the voice of justice that has made it possible for evil to triumph. A quote from Haile Selassie I. Students across Jamaica, a pleasant afternoon to you all. The National Secondary Student Council emerged on the dawn of 1980 with the main mandate of protecting the rights and responsibilities of students worldwide. Today, I, Tina Rainier of the Raciz High School, proudly lifts the banner that was born out of clear vision, high enthusiasm, and a realistic mission. Today, I, Tina Rainier, will be running for the post of Regional Public Relations Officer for Region 4. The daily frustrations of Jamaican high school students range from the lack of access to media technology to facilitate independent learning, and their learning environment is in such a deplorable condition. Meanwhile, they experience difficulty to obtain lunches due to overcrowding and have to undergo words of insults from understaffed lunch servants who are frustrated. In addition, when the matter of these oppressed students are brought to school administrators, they simply respond, "There is nothing much that can be done." It is upon observing these daily frustrations I have decided to be that powerful voice to the voiceless populace. It is upon observing these daily frustrations I am determined to be an undisputed champion for the people. It is upon observing these daily frustrations I have realized that the Student Council body that was formed out of passionate fire has lost its flame due to impractical elected representatives who have failed miserably because of presenting unrealistic proposals to the table. However, my main aim today is not only for I to be elected, neither is it about harping on the failures of my predecessors. My aim today is challenging you to be enlightened thinkers, as you have the divine power to break these barriers, along with outspoken, passionate, and dedicated youth advocates like myself. The United Nations describe good governance as participatory, reliable, accountable, transparent, competent, effective, and efficient. With pride, I must declare, I possess all these rich qualities, but more so, I would like to place key emphasis on the participatory aspect of good governance. Students of Jamaica, you all have a voice despite the dictates of the modern-day despots. Students of Jamaica, you all have a voice because we are a democratic people, and your voice is your natural right. And if your voice is taken away, it can be considered as social injustice. Social injustice has been evident where the prefect ratio is larger than the student council ratio in the typical high school setting. Therefore, the student council body's effectiveness is gravely challenged. The task at hand is no easy feat, but I am determined to be an undisputed champion for the voiceless. I am determined to make the student council one with fire that emerged 33 years ago. I am writing my own legacy. As a matter of fact, we are writing our own legacies as we begin the tireless journey to assess and solve our own problems. What is the next move, is your question. This has always been my question, as I am a very proactive and assertive young woman who dares to face the challenge. Although I'm not a woman of many promises. My two top proposals are increased involvement of the Student Services Department of the schools in the region, along with the respective mediation centers and youth empowerment officers, to initiate a conflict resolution and anger management program to help reduce the hike of violence in schools. I will also see to it that whether media technology sources or updated books which help to facilitate independent learning is strengthened through relationships with the old school associations. I believe in long-term investments and not crash programs. And so, my proposals will be directly linked to activities that will contribute to overall holistic growth and development. Students of Jamaica, I am determined to raise this dying movement to higher heights, and you must first banish fear. Your greatest fear is not that you are inadequate. Your greatest fear is that you're powerful beyond measure. Today, students of Jamaica must mark the end of our cul-de-sac and the beginning of charting our own destiny through wise choices. I stand here not because of selfish motives, but because I too have experienced the oppression of a dark school system. Students of Jamaica, Tina Rainier is ready and determined to prove that public relations will revive the Student Council in Region 4 through your empowerment and total participation. Thank you.
And inspiration, Jamaican youth shaping the world with a vision and purpose, recognizing our boys.